decided they are loving it and they want it, but we will not let them have it. We fought it once, we will fight it again. Nothing has changed. The school is still nearby, the traffic will still pollute the area and is still a threat to the local businesses, of which there are 50 food businesses on London Road. We still say no to McDonald's. We say it loud, we say it clear. No McDonald's here. Say it loud, say it clear, no McDonald's here. Say it loud, say it clear, no McDonald's here. Say it loud, say it clear, no McDonald's here.
My name's Alexi Diamond. I'm a councillor in Gleadless Valley, which is just up there. I think it's absolutely crazy that we've had to be here again, and it just shows what contempt McDonald's has for the people of Sheffield and the people of our area. So after like the huge protests and objections that everyone put in, I think about 300 objections from local people, all the local councillors, and the planning officers recommended that planning permission be refused. And at that point, McDonald's decided to withdraw their application. And now they've brought it back, but they haven't changed anything. They haven't addressed any of the concerns, they haven't addressed any of the objections, and of course, they actually can't, because they can't move the school, they can't change how much traffic we already have here, they can't change the environmental impact that their business model has, while they're wedded to their never-ending profits and destruction of the planet. So, I think that's why we've got to be here again. We've got to get in as many objections, and please get them in today if you can, but they will still be accepted afterwards. But we just need to make sure that all the councillors on the planning committee see as many objections as possible, so that they cannot possibly approve this ridiculous new McDonald's. Thank you very much, and thanks to you all for coming.
Myself, my beliefs, my community, and I just wanted to add a point that I'm not sure that's always quite clear with the issue of having McDonald's here. I have to say, when I saw the application come through again, it was really disappointing, and it almost felt predatory. And I think corporations like this depend on us being fatigued, being worn out. You can see that the objections were overwhelming the first time around. They're counting on it being low in number the second time around. There's not as many people here as it was the first time around, but we just have to stay encouraged, have to keep fighting back, because they're counting on us being tired and being fatigued, and we need to rest and get up and fight again. It's a part of the resistance. And I just also want to say, particularly about this McDonald's being built so close to the school. I'm a parent of a child at the school. My children will go to the school. This is just as much as this is about environmental justice, this is also about racial justice. There are so many black and brown people in this community who aren't represented here but will be impacted by this. And I think it's so important that we make it clear that this is about environmental justice, racial justice, and about having a greener community for now and for the future. So thank you very much, and don't get tired, keep going out.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm a Highfield resident. I live on Holland Place. We can talk today about how the council obviously shouldn't allow McDonald's to be built, the drive-through to be built here. There are numerous reasons that violate their own planning regulations, how their food drives obesity, and how they target children from a young age with advertising to get them hooked on fast food. We can also talk about how this car-dependent planning and how it affects the local area. We know that building for cars makes our areas less walkable, increases traffic and air pollution, and reduces the community feel that makes Highfield and Lowfield so special as places to live. However, to my mind, it's deeper than this. The problem is with our so-called democracy, where money makes the decisions and local people have no resources or power to do something with the land to their own benefit. In our society, most people feel alienated and powerless. We have been separated by design. We know that the problems in our society come from a lack of political power for ordinary people. Our will is always betrayed by political parties that have an interest in billionaires and corporations at their heart. That is why I joined Cooperation Sheffield. We're a grassroots political campaign. We have no big funders, we're just ordinary local people like me and you. Our aims are simple, and we do not pretend to have all the answers. We want to build up community from the ground up, tackle division and alienation that has been spread by the elite to keep us divided and isolated. We want to do this by grassroots democracy and local community projects. As ordinary people have a long history from the cooperative and labour movements in the 19th and 20th century to self-organising in this area in the 1970s. I mean, this entire area is going to be turned into spaghetti junction type roundabout. It's like a kilometre in diameter, like something absolutely crazy in the 1970s. And they were going to demolish 5,000 houses. And local people stood up and fought against that. Also, to look at the local mosque, it's like local people came together and sold their jewellery in gold just to build a local mosque, and it's like it's a fabulous thing, you know? And it's been done before, so it can be done again. The people of Highfield and Lowfield are good people, and when we work together we're strong. We must support the boycott of McDonald's for their complicity in the genocide in Gaza. We must fight against McDonald's for ourselves, for our families, our friends, and for the people of Palestine. Thank you for listening, and yeah, let's keep up the fight.
Hello everyone, my name's Marianne, and I just wanted to talk about my daughter's partner, Guy. And Guy represented the family of Ella Kissihana, and some of you will know that Ella died as a result of bad air on the South Circular in London. And what I want to do is write to Sheffield City Council and go, London has done something about its clean air. What are you doing to stop children dying? That child died, and it was a test case, and I'm proud of Guy for he represented the family. But we shouldn't have to get to that. We should just do it anyway. Clean air is everybody's right. Thank you.
I just want to say a few words. I'm Douglas Johnson, so I'm a councillor for a bit of Highfield just over there. And I'm so glad that you picked up the point about racial justice, because of course this is a very heavily polluted road already. And in my ward, most of the children who live in my ward, and it's a very odd ward covering the city centre and Highfield, but most of the children who live in my ward are from BME backgrounds, and they're also the ones living most closely to the most polluted areas of the city. This is a drive-through takeaway, and McDonald's is a massive business that wants to encourage people to drive here and cause more pollution to come and buy crap products. So, of course it's important, and that's why there is meant to be planning guidelines saying that you shouldn't build takeaways near schools. And all the kids over in my ward go to Lowfield school over there. And of course it's about kids coming here, just breathing in bad air and then breathing out bad food fumes. I've also got to say, I wouldn't want to be the people living at the house at the bottom of Chipping House Road here, because every time you go past a McDonald's takeaway, there is that smell, and if 24 hours a day, you've got that coming in your windows, that's really not great. So I just want to say, on the planning side, keep putting in objections. So it says that today's the last day for putting in objections, but if anyone you speak to hasn't put in an objection yet and cares about clean air, cares about fast food, cares about advertising of bad products, then get them to put in objections still. They can still be counted. It's not all about weight and numbers, but the more people who raise their voices and say that this is the wrong thing, McDonald's shouldn't be here, then the better. So thanks very much.